Greetings.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How are you?
Welcome everyone to the Exoman channel, and
Yeah.
thanks for joining us. Let's see who's here.
Yeah, and thank you, Rick, for enjoying the coffee.
Are we live?
We love it too.
Okay.
Hi, David
Why are
Cook.
you so scared to go viral?
Uh-oh.
Hang on, let me get
Wix
out.
users are.
Got to get.
Can you guys see us? Seems like it's timing.
I don't see it.
It is. It's timing.
Okay, let me go to the screen where we can monitor. Here we are. Turn this volume off real quick. Pow.
Yep. All
Okay.
right.
Hello everyone.
Hey, TJB, 50 Cal. We're doing great. Son, his wife, our grandbaby, our daughter, they're all doing great. Thank you.
Thanks for asking.
And my mom's 80th birthday party was this past Saturday. That was a scene.
It was a fiasco, but it was fun.
It was tough.
How many people were there?
Like 80.
80 at your mom's 80th. Well, good
So
number.
many people. I've never thrown a party that big. So, but my sister-in-law and my mom helped tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna
Oh,
Do
thank
it.
you.
quickly mute somebody.
Thank you all.
Here. There we go.
Yes to the one-eye fish. One-eye fish? I don't know what that means. Hi, Kim and Jim Stone and John Grimley. Hi.
So
How are you all?
we really just wanted to get on here and say hello and chat with you all for a little while because we haven't. Well, we're trying to do that with more regularity,
Yeah.
right?
And this is actually our first time on the Exoman channel.
First time.
First
Thank
time live.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people coming in and joining us, and hopefully you'll subscribe to Exoman. As you know, they demonetized Farm Girls channel. Sorry, I know we talk about that a lot, but
We're not worried about it.
not too worried about it. But we're just trying to find a home, and as we said, we moved to Rumble, but that leaves a lot to be desired as well. We didn't move there, but we started a channel there. Farm Girl, do you have Italian relatives?
I do have Italian relatives.
Yeah, the
Can you tell?
the Greeley family. Look at that beautiful Roman profile.
Oh, God. My grandpa always said, "You're 100% Italian," which is not really true, but that's what I told everybody as I was growing up.
French, Scottish,
German,
Irish,
Irish.
yep, and Italian.
I got it all. I'm a mine.
Hi, Samuel. Samuel Regaldo.
Well, thanks for being here, Don
Hey, Sam, I am.
and JR and Chris.
David
All
Cook.
right. And somebody was asking about Destin's car. Her car's great. She's got it paid off and very happy. A couple times she almost traded it in and got a new one
Yeah,
and got a new
yeah.
payment, and we talked
And
her out of
I
it.
kept saying, just think of how good it'll feel to not have to make a payment every month.
So nice.
And the longer you have that, the better it'll feel.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say congratulations to, I think it was Dave Cook. Yeah, he's got his 4th great-grandson.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
congrats to you.
lucky.
Yep, so our daughter is driving around without any debt on her car.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
Yeah,
amazing. Yep.
Yeah, and she was, we just visited our son in his new house. And
He's got
his
some debt.
girl and his grandbaby.
Yeah.
And she was asking about how he did that at such a young age, and he's been frugal. So he's had
very
a paid off car for 10 years.
Yeah.
And we rented him, we gave him a good deal on rent at the farm after we moved out, and that helped him save even more toward a down payment. So
Yeah.
I begged him not to buy a house in today's market and wait for it to go down, but he said, "Dad, it's time in the market, not timing the market." So there you have it.
So smart.
We've got a homeowner and two
Teaching us.
kids with no car automobile debt. Hello, Jamie Hastings in Morganton, North Carolina, neighbor.
Oh, very close. Yeah.
Hello, Julian
Thank you, Scott. You're
Hi,
so
Scott.
sweet. Very nice.
You all
And
are
Kim,
so
thank
entertaining.
you.
You're so nice, Kim. Thank you.
So nice. Right now we're not. Say something cool.
Well, Jamie Hastings is looking to rent a condo on North Topsail
Oh,
later in the year.
we don't have a condo, but
We have a place out there. It's a camper that we rent out. Raining upstate South Carolina
it's like
is
a
headed your way.
four-person place.
Okay, well, get ready for it, Sam. I am. Thanks for the heads up.
What is it?
Rain coming our way.
Oh.
A lot of bad weather. Did you know that there was a horrible tornado in Louisiana? New Orleans.
No.
It touched down in Araby and it's killed at least one person when I looked. It was not good.
Oh,
And
they're not used to this.
I spent a lot of my childhood there and some adult years and living in the French Quarter, and man, it has just been hellacious. The weather there, on and off,
Yeah.
since we left
Yeah,
30 years ago.
it's always been pretty,
Hello,
pretty
Captain
damp there.
Captain Lou in Savannah, GA. Used to live there. I used to live on Bolton Street and 38th Street and Gwinnett Street. I lived in a few places in Savannah. Looking to rent a we already saw that one. Tell
So-
Destin and your son to update their YouTubes. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We tried, we tried and tried.
We told them-
Exoman helped them a lot, and still they're like, nah.
Yeah.
It's not their thing. Right now, anyway.
So,
So, what's this that
all
you've
right,
discovered?
I wanted to talk about this. You know what I love is learning new things. And if there are any young people watching here today, and you think, man, it's gonna suck to get old. Well, yeah, it kind of does, but
No,
not
it
really.
doesn't.
I want to tell you something. We're blessed with enthusiasm in our advanced years, middle age. Let's call it middle age. I'm about to turn 60. And here's something
No, you have a year left.
I've never done in my life is consume dandelion. Okay?
I bet not many of you have.
That is a dandelion plant. I didn't get the root as much as I would like, but Jen, farm girl, tell us, what are the
Oh
good
my gosh.
uses?
So many good things this does.
What was
for
the
you.
last thing you were?
The last thing was potential anti-cancer benefits, which they said that there was a study.
There's a study that showed that this
from-
is better than chemotherapy for prostate
and lung cancer.
and lung cancer.
Instead of chemotherapy, they did that, and they had a better outcome during this study at the Regional Cancer Center in Ontario, Canada.
That's right, Sam.
That's
I am.
amazing.
Dandelion tea. Now, what we did this morning is we've been juicing celery and apples and carrots, and the typical stuff. We even threw some alfalfa in there this
And
morning.
celery is really
And we
good for you.
juiced this. Now, this is quite kind of bitter, but the advantages way outweigh any.
I mean, I didn't think it was
Anything
bitter.
like-
I
I
thought
didn't-
it tastes great.
I've eaten some of it, and you
Yeah.
want to be careful. You don't want to get a bunch of dog urine. You definitely don't want a weed killer. But
He washed it and washed it and washed it, but it probably still has dirt on it.
you could definitely mix these greens in your salad.
Yeah.
Give you kind of like a little arugula vibe.
Yes, yeah.
But who knew? Well, a lot of people knew.
It's, what did I already say?
It has
It's
a
antiviral,
History,
it's
like thousands of
anti-inflammatory.
years of
Yes.
use of this stuff.
Yes. It detoxifies your liver. It detoxifies your kidneys. It is a natural diuretic. It lowers your
Dandelion
blood pressure and your cholesterol. What else does it
Hello
do?
in Houston, Charles.
It does so many good things, you guys. Look it up. You'll be amazed. And also celery. Celery takes copper out of your liver, right?
Yeah.
Excess copper out
Like
of
if
your
you
liver.
have psoriasis and things like,
Supposed to get
read about
rid of
these
it.
things and we highly recommend getting a juicer. We've had a juicer for 30 years.
At least.
We've got one of those old
It's a Jack LaLanne juicer.
Jack LaLanne. When I was a little boy, my mama, we lived in the Los Angeles Valley, and my mama would get up in the morning and watch Jack LaLanne and
My mom used to
move
do.
around. And,
Yep. Yep.
I
With
love
her
it.
little 5-pound weights.
This was in the mid-60s, early 60s. I remember watching my mom do that. But we bought his juicer before he died, and we
Way
love it.
before.
We just bought another blade for it today
Yeah.
on the interwebs. We had to. It's getting old.
It's like, no, I can't do it anymore.
But dandelion wine, I don't know about that, Julia.
I've heard of dandelion wine and tincture too. You put a bunch
Hey,
of
JD,
bunch
thank
of
you.
grain alcohol over it, and you let it
Over what?
with a bunch of dandelions. You
Oh.
just put them all together, and then you let it kind of
So
steep for.
you drink your tequila and you're
Well,
helping your liver and
You use
hurting
it
it
as
at
a
the same time?
tincture,
Okay.
so 10
Uh-huh.
to 20 drops.
So you drink a couple of bottles of tincture? and-
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you're
Jen, say
drunk while detoxifying your liver.
Say hi
No,
to JD.
forget that I said that. I'm
Say
just
hi
kidding.
to JD. There's JD.
Oh, hey, JD.
Mark
How are
Jonah,
you?
only drinking dandelion and burdock drink this afternoon. It's delicious.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ooh.
Burdock. I will have to check
That's
that
very
out,
cool,
too.
Mark. Thanks for sharing that.
Awesome.
The best part of dandelion is it's free. That's so true.
Yep.
And so
And most people hate them.
So
They
we're-
just want to get
we're
rid of them.
watching the show, Exoman's new favorite show. It's called Transcendence.
Oh, yeah.
It's on a channel called Gaia, Giai, I think it is. There are parts of it that I wasn't crazy about, but overall, it is a lot of original content from some very original thinkers on all topics, from spirituality to nutrition to mysticism to
Yeah.
you know.
There's some
It goes
really
far
interesting
out there,
things.
but it's some really proven, wonderful scientific advances. If you get a chance, watch that show, and that is where we learned about this
And celery.
and celery.
Celery
It's
juice.
just amazing. So, Transcendence, it's called. And I'm trying to get my kids to watch it. David,
They did, or Destin watched it with us.
Hello, angel people. I think what you say. I just got. Well, thank you. Thanks for joining us, David. It's nice to see you here.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad you had a good reunion.
See, we kind of had a family reunion this weekend, too,
Yeah.
at my mom's party.
It surely was.
Yeah, it was
You
very
had-
cool.
She had cousins there that we see.
From Chicago and
You know, we
New
just saw
York.
them at your aunt's funeral, but we hadn't seen them in 20 years.
Yeah.
Before
But it's
that.
still been 9 months since then.
So it was a family
That's so
reunion.
crazy.
Do you still have Bob the cat? Thanks for asking, Charles. We do, and we just got to visit him the other day.
Yeah.
We're just talking about our son's new home.
He's such a
He's
cute
28,
28.
and he just bought his first home.
Yep.
And Bob was there, and we just had such a nice visit with him. He's such a good boy.
He's a little sweet. He
But in
gets
case-
sweeter every year.
You don't know, Bob, our cat, was shot. Jennifer found him. He found Jennifer when she was jogging at the farm. He came out of the woods. He was born in a culvert, a feral cat.
Such a cute.
And he came out, and she picked him up, and he was friendly, and then he started scratching her, and she got me to come out and wrangle him, and she
I was like, oh God, oh God.
she begged to keep him, and I was like, no, we don't need a cat. We're not cat people. So flash forward 7 years,
Yeah.
and some jackass shot him and took his eye out. It was a
Oh, God.
horrible experience.
It was awful.
And it's just agonizing to watch
Yeah.
your little furry friend in that condition. And anyway, Bob is fine. He had many surgeries, but he lived, and he's doing great.
Yes,
Hi.
Charlie T. I see that your oregano comment, and somebody came in the other day to my spa and they smelled like oregano.
Another
and,
great herb that I've heard.
Yeah, and I said,
amazing
you
things
got
about.
raindrop therapy, didn't you? And she said, I just came
You
from
know,
it, and she was like,
Here's what happened to
she
the
loved it.
medicinal herb world. Here's what I think happened. We lost touch with it, and here's why, is because we had things like polio vaccine that were so astounding and so miraculous, these modern medicines, these compounds, and that went crazy. It went so crazy that now they're over-prescribing, and that's
Everybody's
an
turned
epidemic.
to the medical industry
so
instead of
because it was
holistic healing.
so awe-inspiring. Everybody saw this as the pharmaceutical world blossomed in the 20th century. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, this is the most amazing thing," and we lost touch with stuff
Yeah.
like this. Now what we have with the pharmaceutical industry is they're killing a lot of people. They're destroying lives, and you get on one pill, and then you got to get another pill for the side effects of that. You get another pill for the side effects
They're
of that.
gonna cut you off in a minute.
YouTube, don't censor me, come on. But instead of thinking about things like this, instead of looking, so I think now we need to step back and we need to start looking back again at this medicinal world, herbal medicinal
Yeah.
properties. And this should be your first line of defense, you know, and good diet. Jen and I talk about that all the time. You know what our health plan is?
A good diet.
A good nutrition
Yeah.
and
Exercise.
exercise and taking care of our health. You know, we see signs around southeastern North Carolina that says methamphetamines. Stop before you start. That's the slogan, whatever that means. Don't get hooked on meth.
Yeah.
Stop before you start. Well, our slogan is take care of your body so you don't get sick in the first place. Walk constantly, run if you can, but not too much. Don't hurt your joints, and
Sprints.
sprint. Yeah.
I like 30 seconds on, 30
Anyway,
seconds off.
let's go back to
It's way more fun anyway.
let's go back to nature's medicines as our first line of defense. Hello in Michigan, Ed. Thanks for joining us.
Sam I am. Didn't you say something about Sam I am?
Yeah, we've been chatting. Pay attention. Keep up. Hey Gary, good to see you too.
Hi Sam I am.
Charlie is saying hi to Sam.
Charlie. Oh, that's nice.
Make friends. Talk
Hi,
amongst
Jim.
yourselves.
Big Pharma bad.
Good to see you, Matt.
Yep.
Matt Slupik. Okay.
Nice.
Don't get old,
Aw,
says John too.
Thank
Well,
you.
know,
Thank you, Matt.
you can fight it.
We're trying not to.
Oh, thank you, David. We
Oh,
appreciate your concern and
the
well
real
wishes
New York
and
is in the
prayers.
house.
Hey, real New York. We met that guy.
Good to see you. Yeah, in Fayetteville,
Smash
Arkansas.
Smash the like button. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good
thank
idea.
you. Oh yeah, you can super chat us here too, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I didn't turn that on.
I think you did. I
where you
watched.
can, no, I said you can chat us, but I didn't turn on super chat. I don't know how
You
to
turned
do
on
that.
monetization.
Oh. Anyway,
Hi Pete. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you all. So what else?
hi Don.
So I was contacted recently by this guy in Costa Rica that runs or founded this place that takes care of 1,200 homeless animals.
Everything
Kind of like
from
they've taken care of over 3,000 since they started in
cats and dogs
2005.
to lizards and sloths. It's amazing.
Ducks and birds and,
And-
all kinds
And
of
then
animals.
and then came COVID
And yes, and so they were funding it by the hotel that they have on the property.
Mm-hmm.
So people would come down and stay, and you would either come down to stay and help, or you come down and just go zip lining or do whatever you want to in Costa Rica. And so that was bringing in money, so they were able to fund it. Now they're unable to.
and there is a link below if you want to help these people.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
They're trying to recover, but
We're
it's,
trying to get down there and,
Yeah, we wanna-
and help
we
out
wanna go
and,
help.
and check out the facilities, and we want
Yeah.
to try to raise money. If you want to help, we know there's a lot of animals all over the world.
they never turn away an animal.
We don't care where the animals are. We want to
That's
help them, and
so
we
amazing.
feel bad because these people are just they're having to house animals in restrooms and outbuildings and their offices.
Yeah, all of a
anywhere.
sudden they're getting an influx.
They just
Just
yeah, and
I
so
don't know
they
why, but
you know the people in the townships in this area of Costa Rica are going to be putting these animals down. They're going to be killing
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
because they can't because
and they're trying to rehome the animals and to teach the people in Costa Rica, you know, how to take care of the animals and all that.
yeah.
But
So really consider
if you can help, do
helping a little bit. We put, like I said, we put a donation link here.
Yeah.
I'll put it again right here.
it. $5
There you go. Pow, it's right.
great.
It's right there. If you
$50
wanna,
would be awesome.
I'm red too. Like I'm red
Yeah.
as a beet.
Aw.
Okay.
The more I'm around people, the more I love my dogs.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I go to a party, I find the room where they put the dogs, and I go in there and I hang out with them.
Yeah. So yeah, we were in a bar the other night and she pulled a dog treat out. She saw a dog and she had one in her little purse.
Yeah.
John Nolan wants to know how the double-headed propane heater has worked out. It's worked out great. We hadn't had any problems with it.
Yep.
It's now we just put it away. I just disconnected it anyway because it's warming up.
Yeah.
Hello, Pete in Virginia Beach. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Charlie. Charlie got
Franklin.
You saw me embarrass myself. I can't believe I did that.
That was really funny.
Oh, it's going to be fun to watch that back in 10 years. Can't wait to see Sam. Thanks for mentioning that. The stove that we have now is it's called the Bullet, and you can check it out on the orioncooker.com.
Oh yeah.
That's the next thing we're going to do a video about. We'd like to do cooking
Pretty
videos
cool looking.
and try new things so you can see what works and how it works.
Yeah.
But this Bullet thing is fantastic. It's a new smoker by the orioncooker.com, and if you use the code
Banshee Moon.
they'll include a free cover for it. It's an awesome cover.
Really
It keeps
nice
it
cover.
protected and
Yeah.
cinches in on the bottom. It's really good to take care of your outdoor cooking vessels and
Otherwise, it's hard to keep them clean and
yeah.
dust free.
Yeah,
and all
so
that.
go to the Orion Cook. You can wait for the video, or you can go now to the orioncooker.com and put in the code Banshee Moon.
Charles says there's a chain of liquor stores in Colorado called Beaver Liquors. No fooling. Wait, now somebody said something about the Azores. The secret to longevity is in the Azores. What's that? Azores. Azores?
Is that right?
Azores. I'm looking it up.
Well, there are vacation rentals there.
Oh yeah.
Autonomous region of Azores is one of the two autonomous regions of Portugal.
Volcanic Island.
All right, we'll go down.
Okay.
There. We'll go down there and
I wanna
see
go.
if we can't find that fountain of youth.
Yeah. But I definitely want to try and make it down to Costa Rica and check out this.
Hi,
this place.
RJG Esquire in Miami. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, but I don't know if you said, but there's a donate now button for that place.
Yeah, it's right
the
under
Animal
this-
Love Rescue Center in Costa Rica.
it's right under the video here. And
Yeah.
you'll hear more about this from us as we endeavor to travel down there
Yeah, we
and visit the animals ourselves.
told them we're trying to find a time to come down. 'Cause
Yeah.
we'd like to go down and maybe shoot some video. That would be so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, somebody just
zip
joined us
line,
from
do something.
Fairbanks. Who was that? Fairbanks, Alaska. 91
North
inches
Sunny.
of snow so far this winter.
Holy
12 degrees
mackerel.
above right now. That's
Wow.
kind of warm, isn't
heat
it?
wave. I'm sorry. It's like 70 something here today. It has been cool. It got warm, then it got cool. Now it's warm and supposed to be cool at the end of the week. So, waiting for actual spring.
Charlie T says, wife and I are still enjoying the monthly wormer. Are you two still?
Yes.
You mean this stuff? We're not allowed to talk about it.
Nope.
Well, we're not allowed to prescribe or anything like
No,
that, or
we
give
would
medical
never do
advice,
that.
but that's what we take. And
So do the
It's-
dogs.
our dogs take it and we take it. And
But
we've
there is
taken
one
it.
kind of dog that can't take it.
There are definitely know your medicines. If you're buying
Yeah.
this stuff for animals, you can kill a collie breed with this.
Yeah.
Different breeds of dogs cannot have ivermectin, but people can. And there was a bunch of hysteria and a bunch of BS about this stuff. We don't take the stuff with the dangerous ingredients. This one has what is it, zinc oxide and propylene glycol and
It's delicious.
a cup castor oil, the inert ingredients. It's basically safe. You're not going to give something to your horse that is toxic.
Yeah.
So, and we haven't been taking. There are some of these dewormers
They have
that
petroleum
in them,
products.
and people do eat things with petroleum. If you eat things with blue dye, you're eating petroleum. So
It's so bad for you. Don't eat it.
don't eat it. It tastes like Vaseline. It tastes like motor oil or something.
Well,
But this stuff
no, but
is
the
kind
food
of
coloring
sweet, and we
doesn't.
take it every month. And hey, so far no anal prolapses, no horrible death. We're not crowding. We're not crowding the emergency room. So you're not
What else?
not allowed to take it unless you want to.
I wanted to say, recently I've been on a banana bread kick, but I used to make it, but then I didn't want to eat it because it's not great for you.
These are alternatives to sugary
So
sweets.
now I'm making it with almond flour instead of regular flour. And I've been using this erythritol and monk fruit. It's 1-for-1 sugar substitute. So, but it has 0 calories and it's natural. And then I think I'm gonna try this next time. It's a unrefined coconut sugar, organic coconut sugar. So I'm pretty excited about
It's
this.
so good.
And everybody loves it. Like people rave about it.
And
They
you
like
use
it better than the
coconut
regular
oil in it?
I used avocado oil.
Avocado oil.
Yeah.
So you don't have any bad oils,
Yep.
any of those bad trans fats, and
Yep.
you don't have refined sugar. You've got these good healthy sweeteners. It's just amazing, and it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's my neighbors are like, oh my God, you need to package that up and ship it out.
Yeah,
You need to
yeah,
sell
it's
it
fantastic.
everywhere.
Yeah. And nobody eating it. We're not telling. Well, she does tell people it's healthy, but it's just.
I usually tell them after they take
Yeah.
their first bite
Yeah.
and say, oh my God, this is so good.
And the other thing,
But
The
yeah,
other thing
even
that
my
we've been-
grandbaby loves it.
eating a lot of.
Oh,
We've been trying to eat a lot more healthy. The other thing we've been switching to is cauliflower bread, which is fantastic. It's got cauliflower. It's got Parmesan cheese in it, and it has a stretchy, springy feel like gluten bread. You gotta really,
Yeah.
you really should
It's
try
very
it.
thin.
We've been getting at
But you can toast
Costco,
it.
and we're gonna make our own. And I'm gonna add some nutritional
Nutritional
yeast
yeast.
and things like that, just to see what we can come up with. But we're gonna add different ingredients like ancient grains, so we've really gotten into this kick about limiting our wheat intake, because wheat
Yeah.
is not what it used to be. Another thing that I heard about on this show, I mean, I've heard about how bad wheat is for you now, but they went into it in depth on that show Transcendence,
Oh yeah.
about how it's so bad for your body now. The
Oh, just
wheat
for
that
your
we're
gut, like
harvesting is bad for you, and all these companies are saying it's good for you, and it's like so many lies that we've heard over.
Well, there are a lot of things
decades
that
and
aren't
generations.
great for you that seem like healthy things.
Yeah. Oh, whole wheat is great for you. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
not. You got to get the right kind of wheat. You got to be
You gotta get,
careful.
like,
You're not
ancient
getting a lot of
grain
that glyphosate in
Yeah.
your wheat. A lot of it has loaded with that.
Have to get organic.
If you're eating things like Cheerios, Farm Bureau
Cheerios
tells
are the
me they're
worst.
loaded with glyphosate. They
Sorry,
don't clean that
Cheerios
stuff off
or
of
General
there.
Mills.
Oats are great, but you got to get organic oats. You got to.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful.
Non-GMO.
Everybody's wondering why we're so sick and dying, and so many of us. It's because we're eating too much refined sugar. We're eating too much wheat. We're eating too much glyphosate. Thank you, Monsanto, and on and on and on. But anyway, the information is there for those who are willing to learn.
And there are alternatives
Yeah.
that
And
taste really good.
you hear this stuff over and over again, and you're like, oh, there's that health food stuff again. I don't want to hear about that. Stop tuning out. Tune in and live.
Yeah. You live so much better, so much longer.
Okay, what are we at? Can you, through the meat, Tom Brady? I don't know what that is, the Tom Brady and Giselle diet.
Oh,
You guys are far more sweet. Aw, thank you. I wondered about
So
making own CBD oil. I don't know anything about that. Pumpernickel bread.
I know that CBD oil, a lot of
few
CBD
people-
oils use coconut oil as
A few
base.
people have said that. Pumpernickel bread has flour in it though, right? Like, does it just have pumpernickel? I don't know.
I was reading about Irish soda bread recently, trying to find something without yeast, baker's yeast.
Yeah, big problem for me is baker's yeast too, and I've knocked out bread almost completely
It
because
gives
of the
them like
yeast.
rosacea and makes them
Yeah.
all the time.
You guys, if you've watched our channels for a few years, you'll always hear me. My mother did
I
it.
just got used to it.
All my life, my
Yeah.
mother did, or at least for the last 30 years. I think it happens when you get older, when you've eaten wheat all your life, or baker's yeast, and you develop a sensitivity. And it got so chronic, I was waking up because I couldn't breathe because that mucus was thick in there, and I couldn't breathe through it. So, I knew I was allergic to yeast, and that was causing it.
yeah.
So I finally said, all right, I got to stop with this. So.
He did a panel, like a blood work panel,
Many,
and they told
like
him.
6 or 7 years ago, and I ignored it. I was like, hell
was
no.
like, "Eh."
Baker's yeast? You mean stuff that's in bread? Well, I'm not quitting eating bread, that's for sure.
Exactly.
So what else you got? So I finally have stopped with that. Jamaican wash. Hey, Banshee Moon and Exoman.
Oh yeah.
I stopped eating raw cereal for a few years now. I see why you are so healthy, Banshee Moon. You defy age beautifully, and now I know why.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I used to love cereal. Like when I was in college, that's what I ate for dinner.
Thanks,
Like
Thomas.
most nights. And then I found out how bad it is. So yeah.
We can rebuild our
boy.
bodies. You know, a lot of damage can be done, and a lot of that can be
Heck yeah.
corrected and reversed.
Every
Catch it in time.
is a chance
But
to
leaky
start
gut
over.
is really a thing, and the foods that you're eating are causing it. All the cereals and pizzas and breads and pastas, all that stuff's made with wheat.
Yeah.
You know, and grains and
Probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics will help though. It'll help to heal your gut.
everything changed when you get older. That's true, but a lot of things don't have to change the way they do with your friends and neighbors that you see start really suffering with chronic illness early on. The kinds that can be avoided with proper diet. And who's talking about nutrition? What doctor is giving you nutritional alternatives? Watch that show that I was talking about, Transcendence, and you'll see these real testimonies of these eloquent people who explain how they. You know, one young man was saying how he was about to be put on chemotherapy. He had stage 3 cancer, and part of his colon removed.
And they kept bugging him and bugging him.
And he said, I realized, he said, finally this doctor was pushing. He finally said to me, hey, look, I'm not just trying to get your business here. I don't need your business. And then he realized, wait a minute, this
guy's trying to sell me.
You come in there, they're going to get you on chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Because it's huge money. We're in an industry of maintaining sickness, not healing it, maintaining it.
Hopefully things are
Diet.
starting to turn around
Diet
because people are getting
exercise
smarter and we've got
everything.
the internet now. We can
Kale
look
is
everything
good.
up.
Seriously, thank you,
Just
Johnny.
takes a
That's a
little
great
bit of
reminder because we've
research.
been juicing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Kale, beets, celery, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. What did we juice this morning? Lettuce,
Oh.
celery,
We
dandelion,
juiced,
apples. Yeah.
what do you call it? Sprouts. Which you can't get much juice out of a sprout, but we tried. Right?
Yep. I'm just hiding people. It's amazing how immature and just boring and stupid people can be. Sorry about that.
Yes, kale is good, I've realized lately. I went for a while where I was like, but we've made kale chips, which are really good, and I've discovered that you need to massage the kale and it gets softer so it's not so hard, and cut out the middle part.
Somebody said check on Bear. He's always
right
whining. There's
He-
nothing new.
It's 4:44 and he knows it. And
Thank you,
at
Charlie.
5 o'clock is when he gets
Paddle
fed,
cell went
so-
away. I had to delete him. I don't know. I mean, I don't think these are 13-year-old kids. I think these are grown men that just, I don't know, underdeveloped. I don't know.
Hi, Albert Davila in
Stop,
Texas,
stop. Follow the money. That's right.
and Henry Sums. Henry Kemps.
What about craisins? I don't know. Aren't those loaded with sugar, Johnny? I don't know.
Well, they are, but we put those in oatmeal sometimes in the morning when you make. I mean, just don't use a ton of them, and it can be your sweetener.
But don't they have added sugar?
You can get them without added sugar.
Oh, yeah, good.
You gotta look, and then you can also get. Well, any dried fruit is gonna have more sugar in it, just because of the state that it's in. So, but we have blueberries that we put in our oatmeal, and we put nuts in there, like pecans, and it's so good.
Thank you all for
I'm
coming
getting
to the
hungry.
Exoman channel, and watching the live here.
Yeah.
We're gonna do them on Banshee Moon again, but it's so fruitless, you know.
It's not, because
Well, we put
more
a lot
people
of
see
effort
the
into
color.
that over the years, and
Yeah.
they didn't treat us right. So,
Side
but
eye,
this channel
side
is
eye.
still good.
They gave us our start.
Yeah. Yep. So it looks like this is winding down. We got some people. Oh, don't forget,
Oh yeah.
we've been
Banshee
selling the
Moon
heck out of this stuff,
coffee.
and we're getting some nice, really nice, always very, very nice feedback. Why? Because we care. We do. I roast the kind of coffee I want to drink, and you're not buying coffee that may have been sitting in a warehouse for 3
No.
months, and then another warehouse for a month,
No.
and then in the back of the
This
store
is
for a couple of weeks. You're buying
Fresh
coffee
roasted.
that was roasted days ago or yesterday.
Yes.
Thanks, Robert Wagner. We love you too. Thank you, Johnny
Aw,
Love.
so sweet.
Thanks,
You too,
Scott
Charles.
Johnson.
You have a great day too.
It's nice